Courtroom two.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Anybody bonded out? Don't want to join us today?
No.
No, the correct answer is everybody. Come on now.
There was one bond out. I mean, maybe not since the calendar, but Stefan Walker.
Walker. Oh yeah, he not on here. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. I guess we got everybody today. Okay. Y'all got a history for Ringo? Because I didn't see him on the pool sheet.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
He'll help me?
Yeah, they got an add-on. I don't know if y'all saw it. It's an add-on.
Yeah, top 300, one of the dreads. Ringo, yeah.
Yeah, it took a while for him to get unlinked, but that's been filed.
Okay.
All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let us begin with this calendar. Okay. Good afternoon, Ms. Bridgewater. How are you?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Countdown to the end of the year.
Yes, we're almost there.
What's our reset date?
January the 13th, 2026.
Got it. Thank you. Oops, where'd my video go? There we go. All right. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Lal, and we're going to begin with our first appearance for new misdemeanor cases. These are for individuals who were recently arrested and booked at the Fulton County Jail. Soon after being booked in, their cases have now been formally accused by the prosecutor, who is the Solicitor General of Fulton County. When I address your cases, I will let you know what is your accusation number, your new case number, that is. What are the charges brought against you? To appoint an attorney for you where required, set a bond, and if required also to provide you with a new court date. With regards to a bond, all of you will receive a bond today if you've not already been previously issued one. And your bond could either be a release bond or a signature bond, in which case you will not have to pay for your bond today, but you will have to comply with certain conditions. You will still be facing an open active case, so you'll be required to comply with these conditions. Otherwise, your signature bond can be surrendered and revoked. Others may qualify for what we call a surety bond or a cash bond, in which case you will have to pay for your bond either out of your own pocket or through a bonding company. Certain conditions may still attach to your bond, and you will be provided with a court date. For most individuals, their next court date will be January 13th, 2026 at 9 a.m. That will be our plea and arraignment calendar, which will also be a virtual proceeding. So if you plan to attend, please obtain the Zoom link from the clerk's office. Those who've been charged with a misdemeanor offense or offenses, please remember you have a right to remain silent. Anything you choose to say during this virtual proceeding, your statements can and will be used against you. This proceeding is being recorded as well as live streamed, so please be mindful of what you say, and if you have anything to ask, wait till you speak to your attorney. Everyone has a right to an attorney if you cannot afford one. If you're unable to afford one, one will be appointed to represent you in these proceedings. Okay, are we beginning with ACDC?
Yes, I'm not sure of the position number, but the last name is Proco. Position 23, Ms. Proco.
Okay. I just want to make a comment about those who are appearing on behalf or against a defendant. If you are not courthouse staff, if you are a witness, an alleged victim, a family member or friend, please make sure that your video is off and that your audio is muted. You can chime in. Miss Nicole, get out of bed and take off your hat. You're in a courtroom, we are not in your boudoir. Okay, switch your video off. Thank you. Okay. ACDC, good afternoon. Who do we have first?
Position number 23 is Prothro.
20. Thank you. This is position 23. We have Jada Prothro, accused of 2 counts of battery, family violence, 2 and 3 counts of simple battery, family violence. Ms. Prothro, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Armstrong, is it?
Yes, Judge, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And your case number is 25 CR 8503E. Mr. Howard, good afternoon. And any priors?
Hey, third. I got an open case out of Clayton County for battery DV, 2 counts. Battery 3 counts. Simple battery DV, 2 counts. And 2 counts of simple battery. The case number is 2024 CR 07564. So that's over.
05764, and that's in Clayton County, and it's
Correct.
still open.
Correct.
All right, thank you. Mr. Scirocco, yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. We have spoken with the victim in this case, Miss Brianna Hill. She confirmed the events in the warrant. She said there is previous DV between them, and that is in DeKalb County. She also states that defendant is currently on bond in Clayton, but that particular case doesn't involve her. She stated that the two had just gotten back together, and she states she's okay with no further violent contact, but does not plan to be in a relationship with the defendant anymore. The incident location is an Airbnb that the victim had rented, and the victim will be moving, but it has been made known to her that the Airbnb host does not want the defendant to return. She states that someone else will need to get the defendant's items because they don't want the defendant on the property at all. And with that being said, I mean, you've heard the open cases, Judge. The state's recommendation is a $4,500 total surety. We are recommending $1,500 for each battery family violence charge, $500 for each simple battery family violence charge. We are recommending FIB as well as no further contact with Brianna Hill. We think that is the best situation with the history and what she's told us here. Stay away from 865 Society Circle Southwest Atlanta. Again, that Airbnb. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound for Miss Hill.
All right, Brianna Hill, if you'd like to address the court, you'll need to start your video on. And if the owner of the Airbnb is here, this will be a good time to chime in as well.
It's not allowing me to turn my video on.
All right, the host will prompt Miss Hill. All right, Miss Hill, please stop walking around.
Oh yeah, no, I'm about to set it down. I'm so sorry.
Raise your right hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Other right hand.
Oh, my fault.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And have y'all vacated the Airbnb?
Yes, ma'am. I moved.
You moved? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you know if the owner of the Airbnb can be easily contacted in order to remove Miss Prothro's belongings?
I have the belongings because I was told that if I left them, that he was going to donate them to Goodwill. I reached out to her family members. They told me to throw it in the trash, which honestly, Judge, I don't feel comfortable doing.
No, I think that's smart. And okay, where is the closest police precinct near you?
Right now would be Chamberlain.
Within the next 7 days?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Chambly Police Department. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you so much, Ms. Hill.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Armstrong, yes, ma'am.
Yes, Judge, thank you. We would not object to any to not having any further contact, and I do have an updated address for the court's consideration. I'm happy to email that to Ms. Bridgewater.
Okay.
My client, Ms. Brother, plans to live with her father. That is in the Atlanta area. She has ties to the community. We would ask the court to consider a signature bond through pretrial services for any charge that is available. I know the laws have changed with respect to signature bonds, but if possible, a split bond, and for whatever charges are not eligible for signature bond through pretrial, just as low a bond as possible.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Brothrow, I don't know if you're aware, but if you have been convicted or if you have other open cases for battery domestic violence, any subsequent arrest for battery domestic violence can be a felony charge. So there is nothing to stop the prosecutor today to having your case upgraded from a recommendation to upgrade it to a felony charge. So I'm going to outline some conditions for you, and it will be very mindful for you to comply with them, because don't give the prosecutors any reason to consider more egregious charges against you. Do you understand? On the battery family violence count 1, that's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. The remaining charges are going to be $2,000 each, and that's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. This is a total of 10,000 split bond. Once you post the initial 2,000 surety bond, you will be reporting to pretrial services twice a month. You are to make sure that we have your correct mailing address. You are to have no further contact with Brianna Hill, with the exception of a one-time visit to the main Chambly City Police Department in order to pick up your belongings. And you have to go to the Chambly Police Department and let an officer know that you are here in accordance with a court order, and that he or she must accompany you to go pick up your belongings from Miss Hill. Do you understand? Now, if you don't want your belongings, you need to let me know now. And then Miss Hill, I'm sorry?
No, ma'am, I need my belongings.
Okay, then you need to follow these instructions. Make sure the Chambly Police Department knows you're there, that they give you a police escort to encounter Miss Hill to retrieve your belongings. You cannot encounter Miss Hill without a police officer standing next to you. Understood? After that, you're to have no further contact with Miss Hill. That means no in-person, mail, email, phone, computer, and even social media contact. Within 30 days of being released, you will also enroll in a 24-week domestic violence program. This is a series of 24 weeks of classes, and I'll need you to attend and complete all classes without missing or skipping them. Your pretrial monitoring will be for a duration of 12 months. So, Ms. Bridgewater, please note on the bond order, pretrial monitoring for 12 months. And Ms. Prothero, if you don't report to pretrial, if you get arrested again for anything else, if you violate any of the conditions of the bond, the remainder portion of your $10,000 bond will be revoked and converted to a complete surety or cash bond. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. I can't hear you sometimes because of the feedback. So your next court date is going to be January 13th, subject to you posting bond on the initial 2,000. Thank you.
Per judge, Holly.
Okay.
We have position number 6, Ms. Cobb.
Okay. Zaria Nicole Cobb is accused of theft by receiving stolen property from November 6th of this year. Her case number is 25 CR 8511B. Ms. Cobb, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Armstrong. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
No.
Okay. Any recommendations from the state?
Yes, Judge, we did speak with the victim, Ms. Tiara Green. She confirmed the events in the warrant. She was never able to get the money back, and she stated her bank told her to go through the Cash App. and Cash App could not prove that it was a fraud. They did give her a breakdown of how the defendant received the money and split the money to pay the other individuals involved. She explained that she had just paid her bills and the $1,000 was left on her account to buy groceries and household items that she was not able to buy. She struggled during that time and she did not have any money until the next paycheck. She is seeking restitution. The state's recommendation is a signature bond through pretrial services. We are recommending, in addition to no further contact with Miss Tiara Green, no further contact with Xavier Dillard, the individual who was sending her these transfers, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Thank you. Any objection to the conditions, Ms. Armstrong?
No, Judge, we ask the court to accept the state's recommendation.
Okay. 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. No further contact with Tiara Green and Xavier Dillard. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And next court date will be sent to her mailing address. Within 30 days of being released, she must provide the court with a valid mailing address. Ms. Cobb, if you get arrested again, this signature bond will be revoked and you would have to pay for your bond the next time. Thank you.
Position number 3, Ms. Jefferson, sorry.
Is that position 13?
3.
3. I have Autumn Bird. Is that correct?
No.
Oh, it's on the add-on calendar. Excuse me.
I'm
Okay. Okay. We have Anaya Chanel Jefferson accused under case number 25 CR 008-531B. And Ms. Jefferson, you've been accused of 2 counts of battery, family violence, and 1 count of cruelty in the 3rd degree. You've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Armstrong. Any priors?
No.
Ms. Scirocco? Oh, sorry. Who's prosecuting this matter? Ms. Spear? Yes.
I don't have the add-on, so I'm a little lost, but I don't think I have this case. The last name was Bird, is that right?
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Bird,
Oh, I'm sorry.
she's
Yeah,
on the add-on calendar.
This one is not mine.
Okay. Is there a 3rd prosecutor?
I wish.
Okay.
Can we
Ms.
circle
Spear.
back and I'll just take a look at it?
All right. Deputy, Ms. Spear will be able to address this case in a few moments. Is there another person I can address?
Number 10 is
Name, please.
Hampton, position 10.
10. Okay. Alisa Yvette Hampton is accused of simple battery family violence from December 28, 2025, case 25 CR 8513F. Ms. Hampton, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Armstrong. Any priors, please?
No.
Ms. Spear, is there a recommendation?
Oh, excuse me. Yes, Your Honor. Just a second. Alyssa Hampton, bond recommendation, 2,500 signature on bond, pretrial, level 1, 3 anger management courses, no further contact with the victim, Sean Adams, traditional spelling, stay away from 6355 Oakley Road. We will consent to a one-time visit with a police escort to retrieve any property as needed.
Any objection, Ms. Armstrong?
No objection, Judge. Just thinking through the living situation, I did. I'm sorry. No objection, Judge. Thank you for your patience with me.
No problem. 2,500 signature bond through pre-trial services, which means that Ms. Hampton can sign up for her bond, but she must report to pre-trial once a month. While she's on pre-trial services, she's to complete 3 anger awareness classes, not anger management, anger awareness classes through pre-trial services. And this must be done within the first 90 days of being released. At all times while she's out on bond, she's to have no contact with Sean Adams, no in-person, mail, email, phone, electronic, computer, social media contact. And she's to stay away from 6355 Oakley Road. She's allowed a one-time visit with a police officer to retrieve her belongings. This visit cannot exceed 1 hour. After that, she's to update the court with her new mailing address within 30 days in writing. Thank you.
Next, we have Ms. Shuttlewhite. I'm not sure the position number.
Okay, I'll look it up. Satterwhite is position 24, Tracy Satterwhite. Are you Miss Satterwhite? Yes, okay. Position 24, case number 25 CR 8510E. Miss Satterwhite has been advised of her rights. She is accused of escape from custody or confinement and for willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer from December 30th of this year. Miss Satterwhite, any priors on Miss Satterwhite?
She got 16, but she been in custody since June on felony charges. It's
Okay.
20. You know, you seen him?
Yes, I've seen it. I'm
All right.
good. Thank you. Mr. Scrockle, what's your bond recommendation?
State's bond recommendation for this case is $1,000 total surety, $500 for each count. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And yeah, it doesn't look like she's going anywhere with that open case.
Any objection, Ms. Armstrong?
Judge, it's my understanding she has court in that matter on the 7th. If I got that date wrong, I sincerely apologize, Ms. Satterwhite. We would just ask if the court would consider a cash bond of $250 on each charge. Thank you.
All right. A cash bond of $250 on each charge. Is that what you said?
Yes, Judge, if the court would consider. Just
Well, okay, I'll do a $50 cash bond on each count. That will be a total of a $100 cash bond,
yes, thank you.
which is equivalent to a $1,000 surety, and to comply with all requirements while confined. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
next court date is January 13th. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case. Ms. P, are we ready with add-on Jefferson?
Yes, we are. I found it, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. We're going to revisit Miss Anaya Jefferson. She's on the add-on calendar, position number 3. Ms. Jefferson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Miss Armstrong. No priors, I believe. Ms. Spear?
I'm just checking. Our bond recommendation is 3,500 for it says each battery, but I only show one. Do we have more than one?
We have two counts of
okay.
battery, primary violence, and 1 count of cruelty in the 3rd degree.
That's what I show as well. 3,500 battery, 1,500 for cruelty to children. Signature on bond pretrial level 1 for anger awareness classes. No further contact with the victim. Patricia McCorkle and ZS. I believe that is the minor child involved. Stay away from 755 Divigny Street Northwest. We are asking for an FVIP as it is a family violence battery matter. Thank you.
Ms. Armstrong? Any objection to the requirements?
We would just ask for no further violent contact. It's my understanding that Ms. Jefferson lives at that location, but the alleged victim does not. That's my understanding. I apologize if I got that wrong, but we just ask for a signature bond through pretrial services with the exception of those conditions.
We have not been able to reach the victim, Your Honor.
All
So.
right. Patricia McCorkle, if you're on Zoom, this is your time to unmute and start your video if you want to say anything. I have a bunch of iPhones, individuals with no names on their screen, so I don't know if she's here. Patricia McCorkle. No? Okay. All right. On the first count of battery family violence, that's going to be a 2,000. Cruelty to children is going to be 1,000. And the third count, which is also battery family violence, is 2,000. This is a total of 5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No further contact with Patricia McCorkle and the minor child ZS. She's to stay away from 755 Devine Street in Northwest Atlanta, and which means that but she's allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police officer in order to retrieve her belongings. This visit cannot exceed 1 hour. Within 30 days of being released, Ms. Jefferson is going to update the court with her new mailing address, which has to be more than 200 yards away from the Devine Street location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Ms. Jefferson, and also within 30 days, I'm going to require you to enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. This is a series of 24 weeks of classes, and you are to attend all the classes and complete them. So your pretrial monitoring will be up to 8 months long, and during which time you must complete your DVIP and submit your necessary certificate. Completing the FVIP program will also go a long way towards a favorable outcome in your case with the prosecutor. Thank you.
That completes our list over here at ACDC.
All right. ACDC, are we done with all the cases?
Yes, we're done.
Okay, thank you. Courtroom 2, who do we have, please?
Number 13, King. Let's see, chair over there.
Just a tad. Mr. Abraham, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good afternoon. All right, Mr. Malik Tyrell King is accused of 2 counts of simple battery family violence from November 19th of this year, 25 CR 8524H. Mr. King, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Mr. Abraham Ahmed. And any priors, Mr. Howard?
Second. Got an open case out of Columbus. Theft of services, terrorist threats, simple battery, and disorderly conduct. This from March of this year.
Columbus, Georgia. Okay. Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking for a $5,000 surety. That's $2,500 for each simple battery charge. No further contact with the victims, Tyler Pope and Tanisha Pope, and to stay away from 1774 Laurelwood Drive. We have been unable at this time to reach either of the victims, either Mr. or Ms. Pope.
Well, Ms. Pope's on Zoom, so let's see what she has to. Anything else, Ms. Spear?
Nope, that's all from the state. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Pope, if you'd like to chime in, may I place you under oath? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Where are you?
I just got off the work, but I'm not driving. I parked
Okay.
so
All right.
I can
And any objections to what the state has recommended?
I really want to have contact with my son. My son, he goes to college. He's on the dean list. He's a A+ student. He got a 3.7 GPA. I was planning on getting him like therapy, or me and him getting therapy, but I really don't feel like my son should be in jail. It was basically like a misunderstanding, like with him and his, how brothers get into it. It was a misunderstanding. I don't feel like Malik should be in jail.
Miss King, in my line of work, all these misunderstandings, someone ends up in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you're asking me if I understand a misunderstanding, yes, I do. But someone always ends up in jail.
Right.
So you are comfortable with Mr. King being back home?
Yes, ma'am.
And what about Tyler?
Yes, ma'am.
What about Tyler? Is he comfortable with Malik
Yes.
being home? Where is he?
He's at home right now. I just got off of work. That's what I was saying. I parked so I could be on the court visit. But Tyler, we talked about that last night because I told him that we had to turn Malik in, and he was like, he didn't want his brother to go to jail. That's his favorite brother. Like, it's just,
brother.
you know how brothers and sisters fight, and it, play around and
I
it
don't
turn
care.
into.
I don't
it's like-
care. If y'all want to play around and the police get involved, someone goes to jail.
Right.
Okay. Mr. King, on Mr. Abraham, I'm going to allow for no violent contact and he can return home. So if you let me proceed, then if you have any objections, let me know. On each count, that's going to be a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial services. This is going to be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. He is to have no violent contact with Tanisha Pope and Tyler Pope. He may return to the Laurelwood Drive location. Within 30 days of being released, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. So in addition to attending school and maintaining those high scores, he will also enroll and complete 24 weeks of domestic violence classes. He's not to miss or skip any of those classes, and he's to pay for them out of his own pocket. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And his next court date will be sent to his current address. Thank you.
Okay, I got a question, Your Honor.
Mm.
Do y'all have like you said what type of class he need to take?
Domestic Violence Intervention Program called
Are they like
DV.
virtually since he go to college?
He'll need to figure out how to make sure he enrolls in a qualified program, attends, and completes all of them. This is
All right.
what big boys do now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
No objection, John.
Next case, Deputy.
We have two announcements, Your Honor, if you'd like, that we can, two cases got accepted as felony transfers.
All right, go ahead.
The first would be add-on position 2, Mr. Buffa, Damian Buffa.
All right. Damian Buffer, is he in the courtroom?
Yeah.
And Mr. Buffer is charged with loitering and prowling and theft by receiving stolen property, 25 CR 8530B from December 29th of this year. He's been advised of his rights, and his attorney is going to be Mr. Dennis Murphy. Is that correct, Mr. Murphy?
Judge,
No. I spoke with
Oh,
Mr. Buffer. I'm sorry, Mr.
sorry.
Murphy. I didn't mean to talk over you. I think I was confused. I thought this was felony transfer.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Spear. The case is what?
Yes, the case has been transferred to the DA's office for felony recidivism.
All right, and do you have a transfer order in the works?
It is in the works, Your Honor. We just got the email the minute court started that they had accepted it.
All right. Anything else to add, Ms. Armstrong?
We would just ask that a bond be set if one has not yet been set in this matter. He's entitled
Mr. Howard, any priors on Mr. Buffer? Tucson Howard? This is
Yes,
position 2 on the add-on.
yeah, he got over 30. He on probation for battery, robbery, theft by taking. That's a whole bunch of other stuff.
I see the probation violation from 2023. He's got an open theft by receiving stolen property where he was
All that.
booked in. He was booked in on November 22nd and made a $1,000 surety bond. The current one is for $9,000 surety bond. Anything else to add, Ms. Armstrong?
If Your Honor would just consider a $1,000 surety, we appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you. On just FYI, he's got 2 counts of loitering, prowling on the jailing screen, but this accusation only has 1. So are we going to NOD one of them?
We
Or
did
not?
NOD one of them, Your Honor. They were both,
Okay.
it was worded kind of funny. He went to 2 different bike racks on the Georgia Tech campus. But because we saw that it was just the campus and not necessarily 2 different bike racks, we NOD'd one of the loitering and prowlings.
All right. On the loitering and prowling is $2,000. On the theft by receiving stolen property is $3,000. This is a $5,000 surety bond to stay away from all Georgia Tech property. The case is reset to January 13, pending the transfer to Superior Court. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. We also have the same announcement, and I'm going to mess up this name so bad. Namika.
Spell it?
Last name SHUKWJINDUM. I was trying to find him on the sheet so I could at least get that far.
Deputy, do we have
We
don't
do.
have this individual on
5.
position?
5.
Oh, position 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, C. I thought it was an S. All right. Mr. Namika?
Yes.
All right. Yes, Mr. Namika, you've been charged with battery family violence, currently under 25 CR 8519B from December 29, 2025. You've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Armstrong. And Ms. Spear, is there a transfer order in place?
We got the same notice immediately after we got Mr. Buffa's notice, so we are working on it, Your Honor. It will be an aggravated battery to start, as we're determining whether or not she's been paralyzed.
All right. Miss Armstrong, shall I maintain the same no bond status?
Your Honor, we're asking that you set a bond in this matter no more than $5,000
All right.
surety.
Mr. Howard, any priors?
Nope.
Okay. Bond is going to be set at $7,500 surety bond. No further contact with the victim. I'm sorry, I didn't write her name down. May I have her name?
I might have to spell it again, Your Honor.
Just the first name.
Okay.
Nkoli, Nicole?
And the
Yes.
same last name?
No.
No, Aniekwu, and she is also asking for a stay away from the home address 7663 Rotham Circle.
All right, Mr. Namiko, your bond is set at 7,500 surety bond. You are to have no further contact with Nicole and Nikwu. You are to stay away from 766, what was that, Rothman Circle?
7663 Rotham, Wrotham Circle.
Okay. Also, within the first 3 months of being released, I'm going to require you to be equipped with an ankle monitor at your expense to make sure that you stay away from Miss Anikul. Thank you. Next court date is January 13th, pending a transfer.
Okay, number 3, Mr. Byrd. Ms. Byrd, I'm sorry.
Autumn Bird is accused of battery family violence from December 29th of this year, 25 CR 8500B. Ms. Bird, you may advise of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Armstrong. Any priors?
5. She got an open ID theft fraud out of the cab. Theft by receiving, theft by deception. On probation out of Gwinnett, possession of drug-related objects. That's it.
Ms. Spear?
Yes, we show 3 prior incidents between this victim and this defendant, November 9th, December 9th, and December 19th. We're asking for a $7,500 signature on bond, pretrial service level 2, 3 anger management, no further contact with the victim, Anna Lacavera, Lacavera. Stay away from the incident location at 405 4th Street. We do list the Family Violence Intervention Program due to the history with this. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Any objection, Ms. Armstrong, to the stay away and no contact?
No, Judge.
Okay. The bond's going to be set at 7,500, signature bond through pretrial services. Level 2, she'll report to pretrial twice a month. She will complete a FVIP or DFVIP program, and she will enroll in the program within 30 days and pay for the pro classes herself without missing and skipping any classes. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And she is to have no contact with Miss Anna and stay away from the 4th Street location. Thank you.
Number 7, Ms. Dees.
I mean, I'm sorry to ask, but if the court might consider a breakout room for this matter. I don't want to inconvenience anybody, but I just thought I'd ask.
Is there any MH issues?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Deputy will take Ms. Dees towards the end, please. Thank you.
I should have made that announcement earlier. I apologize to everyone. I appreciate your patience.
All right, number 12, Ms. Johnson.
Alexandria Johnson is got charged with battery, family violence, 2 counts of simple battery, family violence, and 1 count of criminal trespass from December 8th, 2025, case 25 CR 8501D. Ms. Johnson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Armstrong. Any priors?
Second. 2020 trespass conviction. That's it.
Mr. Scirocco?
Thank you, Your Honor. We did speak with the victim in this case, Mr. Kevin Jordan. He confirmed the events in the warrant. He stated this is not the first incident they've had. They've gotten into incidents in the past, but nothing like this one. He stated he plans to move out of the home in the next few days and is not seeking restitution for the glasses that she broke. He's okay with no further violent contact. But we are concerned with, in addition to the violence, the alleged threat that you are going to die today, I'm about to stab you. That gives us pause for concern with respect to anything less than a signature bond, and as well as violent contact. We'd be asking for no further contact. State's recommendation thus is a 2,500 total surety bond. We are recommending 1,000 for the battery family violence, 500 for the other counts of simple battery family violence and criminal trespass. We are recommending FFIP, no further contact with Mr. Jordan. Stay away from 3072 Washington Road, East Point until, and that is an apartment complex, until January 7th, 1 week to give the victim time to move out. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound for Mr. Jordan, I do believe I see him online.
All right. Mr. Kevin Jordan, if you want to say anything, this is the time to unmute and start your video. It's an individual by the name of K. Jordan.
Yes, it's not allowing me to start my video.
All right, give us a moment. Okay, Mr. Jordan, all right, he's wearing a pair of glasses. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes,
Do you plan to vacate the East Point location?
yes, I do.
Are you both on the lease or mortgage, whatever it is?
No, this is her lease.
Okay. And all right. Then, and I'm sorry, when do you plan to vacate?
Whenever she's released, I want to make sure that her home is still secure until she comes here.
That is really none of your concern, Mr. Jordan. I just need to know, when do you plan to vacate? It doesn't matter when she plans to be there.
At least within the next 2 days, today and tomorrow.
Within the next 2 days. Okay.
Yes.
So you'll be vacating the premises by the end of January 1st,
Yes.
2026. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jordan. Please mute your screen.
Okay.
Ms. Armstrong?
Judge, I apologize if I missed, if the state already said this, but we just ask if Your Honor would consider a signature bond for whatever charges are available through free trial services and have no objection to the no further contact and nothing further.
All right. On count 1, battery family violence, that's going to be $1,000 surety bond. Counts 2, 3, and 4 are each going to be $1,000, and that's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. This is going to be a $4,000 split bond. No further contact with Kevin Jordan. She may return to the apartment at 3072 Washington Road in East Point on January 2nd, 2026. So after midnight, January 2nd, 2026, she may re-enter the apartment. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no firearms. Within 30 days of being released, she will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program, enroll and complete all 24 classes at her expense without missing or skipping any classes. Her pretrial monitoring will be up to 12 months long. Thank you.
All right, number 20, Miss Olu Bami said.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Johnson's case is reset to January 13. And the other one was Oakley. Deputy, what was that name?
I
Oakley?
believe it's Bami Save.
Okay.
Let me say. Olu Bami say. That's all right.
Yeah. All right. Position 20.
Let's line it out.
Miss Ayobami Olu Bamisaye, case 25 CR 8516C. You are accused of simple battery and 2 counts of battery family violence from December 30th, 2025. You have the right to remain, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be.
That'd be me, Judge.
Oh, Miss Abraham, sorry. I was looking for Miss Armstrong. Okay, sorry about that. Your attorney is going to be Mr. Abraham Ahmed. And any
First.
prize? Okay. All right, Mr. Scaraco?
Yes, Judge. Given the lack of history, the state will be fine with a signature bond through pretrial services. We are recommending FIB and no further contact with the victim, Mr. Ayabola Ulu Bamisaye, the sibling of the defendant here. as well as a stay away from 396 Piedmont Avenue in Atlanta. That's an apartment complex. We asked for both of these things out of an abundance of caution. We haven't been able to reach the victim in this case. We would nonetheless ask the court sound for him when appropriate. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Mr. Ayabole Bamasea, if you are on Zoom and if I haven't butchered your name, please unmute and start your video. All right. Mr. Abraham Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor. After excuse me, after calling I believe the client's father, I was told that she actually had already been bonded out, that we were just waiting for it to fully post to the system. I think it was previously set at $2,000 bond, Your Honor.
On a battery family violence, a bond has been set?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. But she's got two other charges. She posted bond apparently through Jet Bonding Company on the battery family violence, but there's no bond set for the simple battery and count two. So apparently the accusation is based on has come forward with three charges, not one.
Okay. Apologies. In that case, Your Honor, I can proceed with the client's background.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, the client is 23 years old. She has her education, a bachelor's in civil engineering specifically. She's been working as a distribution engineer, so working with power lines and also new businesses in the region as well. She's been doing that for a good little while now. She's studying for the certificate in fundamentals in engineer. I think that exam is coming up in June of 2026, so she's been working hard in preparation for that. She's also been working on power projects in Nigeria as well. So she's been doing all that for about a year and a half now. She's been in Georgia for about a year. She went to school in California. As to her family here in Georgia, she has her brothers, I believe. For community service, she stays in touch with the community by helping out high schoolers with food drives, also providing mentorship as well, and even giving back to communities in Nigeria. And she's actually about to open a nonprofit, a foundation for schooling in Nigeria, in addition. As to her address, I believe it is the address mentioned in this case. However, the alleged victim does not live there. So for those reasons, Your Honor, we would ask for this to be a signature bond as suggested by the Solicitor General's office. We would ask for no further violent contact, and we'd also ask for no stay away order, considering the alleged victim does not live there whatsoever, and only Ms. Olubamashe's name is on the lease.
Thank you.
And it is the state's understanding that the victim does live there based on the warrants, Judge.
Understood. Thank you. On the account one, which is simple battery, that's going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. Count 2, battery family violence, that's a $2,000 cash bond, a surety bond. Let me rephrase that. $2,000 surety bond, which Miss Olubamasaya has already posted. So that's taken care of. And then count 3, battery family violence, that's going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. This is a $6,000 split bond. No further contact with Ayabole Bamasei, which means that she has to stay 200 yards away from him and not communicate with him in any way, form, or manner, including in person, mail, email, phones, computers, and any kind of social media contact. She shall stay away from the 396 Piedmont Avenue location in Northeast Atlanta. She's allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police officer. If the police officer verifies with the leasing office and the apartment that Mr. Ayabole Bamasaya does not occupy or reside at the premises, then she may return to the property. But if he continues to reside there, then she will have 1 hour to retrieve her belongings and then update the court with her new residential address. Ms. Bamasaya, I'll also require you to enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. This is a series of 24 weeks of classes, and you are to make sure that you enroll in those programs within 30 days and complete all 24 weeks of classes. Once you have completed the program, all 24 weeks of classes, then you will be permitted to conduct any international travel. Until then, you shall surrender your passport to pretrial services at your first visit. And you may obtain your passport back once you have completed the domestic violence intervention program. Thank you.
All right,
Mr. Hall, could you do the bond amount again for 1 and 3? It was a signature bond through pretrial level 1, correct?
Correct, level 1. They're
Level-
each 2,000. Count 2 is a $2,000 surety bond, which she has already posted.
Posted, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, next we're going to 25, Mr. Stacy.
Hello?
All right. Mr. Omari Kamari, Stacy.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Stacy, my name is Judge Lal. I'd like to remind you of two things. First of all, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, which is what we're doing right now, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. And presently, you're going to be represented by, who's representing Mr. Stacy? He's at the South Annex.
I do, Judge Dennis
Oh,
Murphy.
Mr. Murphy? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Stacy's case number is 25 CR 8407D. He's been accused of, where is he?
Right
South
here.
Annex? There. All right. Mr. Stacy, keep your video on. You have been accused of 2 misdemeanor offenses: willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer and terroristic threats and or acts. This is from December 27, 2025. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
First adult.
Okay. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge. We did speak with the victim who confirmed the events in the warrant. It's Miss Keisha Mapp. She explained that she does want no further contact as well as a stay away from her address. We will be recommending that. The state's recommendation is that bond remain as set. There's $1,000 on the surety on the obstruction, $3,000 surety on the terroristic threats and acts. That's already been set. We ask that that remains set. We believe that's appropriate. We are asking for 3 days anger awareness. No further contact with Miss Mapp. Stay away from 178 Maury Avenue. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol, and surrender any and all firearms to the sheriff's office. If we could sound for Miss Mapp.
Keisha Mapp, if you're on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and start your video. Oh, there she is. Keisha Mapp. Did she's Miss Keisha? Well, all right. Mr. Murphy, yes, sir.
Judge, my client's age 17. I believe there was a co-defendant on this one by the name of Terrence Patterson. He resides with his grandmother in the metro area. He has no other resources. He'll certainly stay away from the alleged victim and the alleged location. We'd ask the court to consider a signature bond therein.
What's the grandmother's name?
Doshi. And he'll be residing at 1752 Pryor Road in Atlanta, 30315.
Okay.
I've reminded him to make sure that he stays away from these locations, has no further contact. I've also reminded him to change his routine because the police may not look favorably if he ran into this person even accidentally. So he should change his routine completely.
And a curfew might not be a bad idea as well, Judge.
All right. Anybody know what's Patterson's first name?
I thought it was Terrence, Judge. This was from days ago.
Is it Terrence Patterson?
It is Terrence, Your Honor. That was the co-defendant in this case.
All right. Okay. On willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, that's going to be 1,000. And on the terroristic threats and acts, that's going to be 2,000. This is going to be a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. I'll need grandma somebody needs to provide her correct name and spell it for pretrial services. Grandma,
Excuse me, can I tell you how to spell it, please?
okay, go ahead.
Doshie.
Slowly, Doshie.
Yes, ma'am. And the last name is Lloyd, Lloyd.
All right, and where does she live?
1752 Pryor Road.
Atlanta, Georgia. All right, thank you, Mr. Stacy. This is going to be a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. Grandma Doshi Lloyd will have to co-sign this bond before Mr. Stacy may be released. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and no firearms. He's also to have no further contact with Terrence Patterson and no further contact with Keisha Mapp. Stay away from the Maury Avenue location. According to this occurred at 1683 Pryor Road, which I guess is where it occurred. No illegal drugs, I already said that. And Mr. Stacy, do you attend school or are you working?
Yes, ma'am.
Which one?
I'm in school.
Where?
Carver High School.
Okay. You will be subject to a curfew. You will be home by 6 p.m. and you're not allowed to step out until 7 a.m. And this will be Monday to Friday. On weekends, you'll be subject to a 24-hour curfew, and this will be for a period of 6 months while you report to pretrial services. You're only allowed to step out of the home within the curfew time if you have to go to court or if you have to seek medical attention. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me, I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Where do my grandma go to sign my
Call them. I will call your grandma now.
Oh, all right, thank you.
I'll take care of that. Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you, Mr. Murphy. All right. This will be pretrial level 2. He'll report to pretrial services twice a month. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Murphy, Happy New Year.
You too. Thank you, Judge.
See you next year. Take care. All right. Next case, courtroom 2.
17, Miss McKenzie.
Nazira Mackenzie is accused of battery from November 28th of this year, case number 25 CR 85268. Ms. Mackenzie, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Mr. Abraham Ahmed. And any priors, Mr. Howell?
No.
Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. We've spoken with the victim. We are asking for a $2,000 surety. No further contact with the victim, Layla Ortiz. 8 anger management courses and to stay away from the victim house at 105 Apache Street. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
Layla Ortiz, if you're on Zoom and want to chime in, this is the time to unmute and start your video. All right. Mr. Abraham?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. McKenzie is 18 years old. She is a freshman at Central Georgia Tech. She's studying nursing currently, and she's a full-time student, really, Your Honor. She's been in Georgia for about 6 years now. She has her mother, her dad, and her siblings all here as well. I believe they all live together. Yes, they all live together, Your Honor. And for community service, she stays quite in touch with that by volunteering with her college basketball team around the community. As to an address, she has a good address where she can reliably receive mail. For a bond, Your Honor, we'd simply request that this be a signature bond. She's absolutely okay with the no contact and the stay away as well.
Bond is set at $2,500. This is going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No further contact with Layla Ortiz. Stay away from the Apache Street location. While she's on pretrial, she will complete 4 anger awareness classes. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Next court date will be sent to her current mailing address. If she's got a good mailing address while she's in college, she will need to provide that to the court within 30 days in writing. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. What was the pretrial level once again?
Level 1
Thank you, Your Honor.
and 4 are anger awareness classes. Thank you.
And then we have number 18, Ms. Middlebrooks.
Amanda Middlebrooks is accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property on December 29th of this year, case 25 CR 85278. Ms. Middlebrooks, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Mr. Abraham Ahmed. And any priors?
For Middlebrooks, no. And it's a first arrest for 19 as well. 17, 18, 19.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Spear?
Yes, we're asking for a $2,000 surety, no further contact with the victim, Anthony Clark, 8 anger management courses, and to stay away from 2085 Cloverhurst, Circle, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Anthony Clark, if you're on Zoom and you want to chime in, this is the time to do so. Mr. Abraham, any objection to a stay away and no contact?
We would object to the stay away considering that is Ms. Middlebrooks' house and the alleged victim does not live there. He's not on the lease whatsoever. I believe it was the property in question here was his car. So considering that, we would just object to the stay away, Your Honor.
I don't recall whether he lives there or not. Tell you the truth, just remember the damage to the vehicle.
I can also give the rest of the background information.
Just give me a moment.
Yeah, the warrant says that they were inside the residence, which implied to me that they both live there.
Okay, thank you. Okay. On the criminal trespass causing damage to property, this is going to be a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. No further contact with Anthony Clark. I will allow for a third-party transfer of the child or children that he shares with Mr. Anthony Clark. I see a Tony with a picture and with kids. That is such an inappropriate picture to put on Zoom in criminal court, but that's up to Tony. But if that's Anthony Clark, this is the time to chime in. Yes, no? Okay. As I was saying, no further contact with Anthony Clark. I don't know from the warrant. I can't tell if he lives there, but I'll allow her to return to 3085 Cloverhurst Circle in East Point, Georgia. The first visit must be with a police officer, at which time the police officer, if Mr. Anthony Clark is there, then they need to verify that Mr. Clark needs to vacate the premises and he needs to go because she has a no further contact with him. Thank you. Oh, and she reports the pretrial twice a month. Thank you.
And let's get number 16, Mr. Mason.
I'm sorry, could you give me the position number again?
16.
16, okay. And Andrew Mason, Mayson, case number 25 CR 8523B, is accused of fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer, driving while license suspended or revoked, and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer from December 30th of this year. Mr. Mason, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Abraham Ahmed. Any priors?
52. His history mostly violence. Probation for some violence. Out of Clayton County. I got 2 FTAs from this year, 2021 parole, 2017 failure to appear. I didn't see any violence up until 2017, so it might be 2016 and beyond if he has some. If he have any driving, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ms. Spear?
Yeah, he's got in 2016, he got 3 driving while license suspended, 1 in 2017. He had a 2021 driving while license suspended, amended to no license, and then the various probation, FTA, parole violations. Oh, he's got a 2022 driving while license suspended. In any event, the current bond set is $1,000 surety per charge. So we would just ask that that remain.
Thank you.
Yeah, I missed all of that.
I get it.
Mr. Abraham Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Mason, he is 46 years old. As to his job, he is self-employed as a painter. He's been doing that for over 10 years now. He's been in Georgia and Atlanta his entire life. He has all of his family here. He stays at a good address with his sister, and he has, if I can count right, 5 kids. A 24-year-old daughter, 22-year-old daughter, 20-year-old daughter, 19-year-old daughter, and then an 18-year-old son. He is the main provider for all 5 kids. So for bond, Your Honor, given the financial stress that Mr. Mason has been undergoing and his responsibility and duty to take care of his kids, we would request for signature bond if applicable, and if not, we would ask for the lowest possible bond, Your Honor.
All right. On the fleeing or attempting to loot, that's going to be a $500 surety. On the willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, that's a $500 surety. And the driving while license suspended or revoked, that's going to be a $1,000 cash bond. This is a $2,000 split bond. No driving until further order of the court. If he wishes to operate a motor vehicle, Mr. Mason, through counsel, will have to file a motion with the court to have his driving privileges reinstated. He must show proof of a valid Class C driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration for the vehicle that he operates. Next court date will be January 13.
$2,000 split within it. I'll talk about it in a second.
Right, that's that 14, Mr. Levitt.
Talk about that. After. Yeah, let's one thing at a time.
Xavier, is it Levitt or Levitt? Okay, is accused of 4 misdemeanor charges, 3 counts of simple battery, family violence, and 1 count of simple battery against a person who is 65 years or older or who is currently pregnant. Case number is 25 CR 8502B. Incident date appears to be December 29th. Any priors?
Yeah, 5/2024 suspended license. 2020 it says family offense. 2018 disorderly conduct conviction. It's out of state.
Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge, and I did see family offense as well out of Alabama from 2020. Not sure if we need to be concerned about that, whether that's of a similar nature to this, but the state's recommendation here, I'll get to in a second. We did speak with Miss Norwood, Nautica Norwood. The victim in this case, she stated she never wanted any of this to happen. She only wanted police to separate them for the night. She states nothing like this has happened before, and that they share a 1-year-old child, that she is currently pregnant, roughly around 6 weeks, and she plans to leave the home, and she states she intends to move out of state as well. She's okay with phone contact as long as the defendant can keep it respectful, and she also said she doesn't want the defendant to bash her name on social media. I mean, just based off of that alone, we have some concerns, but the fact that this involved the beating in very multiple ways, with the kneeing and the kicking and the jumping on her and striking her of a pregnant woman, we have some concerns with respect to contact, as well as a signature bond. So we are asking for a $2,500 surety, total $1,000 on the civil battery versus a female who's pregnant, and $500 on each of the remaining civil battery family violence counts. We are recommending FFIB, no further contact with Nautica Norwood. We are asking for a stay away, at least outright as of now. We didn't get a timeline for her with respect to a move out. From 1100 Mitchell Crossing Drive Southwest in, I believe that's South Fulton, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could send for Miss Norwood.
Nautica Norwood, if you'd like to chime in, you need to unmute and start your video. Mr. Ahmed Ibrahim? Ibrahim Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Levitt is 28 years old. He has his high school diploma and some college as well. As to work, he has been working in warehouses with, heavy equipment and machinery. Forklift certified for about 10 years. The warehouse he's been working in now has been there for about a year. And he's been working in a dog kennel as well for about a year. He's been in Georgia also for about a year. His family that's here, his mom, his dad, and most of his immediate family as well. He has 3 children. He has a 6-year-old daughter, 3-year-old daughter, and then a 1-year-old son. For community service, he has been volunteering at Books for Africa as well as a local food bank. For the address, it is a good address. It is the address of the alleged incident location. His mom and dad live there. And the alleged victim, from what I know, from what I was told, used to stay there, but left that very night of the alleged incident. They've been broken up since June, and she was staying there for the time after that. So she no longer lives there, Your Honor. Therefore, for bond, we would request either signature bond or the lowest possible, Your Honor, given the financial stresses from being the main provider for all the children. We would also request a third-party transport, and we were absolutely amenable to a no contact with the alleged victim. We just would object to the stay away, considering this is where Mr. Levitt lives, and that the alleged victim no longer lives there whatsoever.
Nautica Norwood, I'll need some assurance that you have vacated the premises at Mitchell Crossing. No?
Yes, ma'am, I did. I'm
Lower the
currently
device.
at the hospital right now.
Lower the device.
Ma'am,
Lower the device so we can see your face.
I'm sorry, I'm at the hospital.
Raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you reside at the 1100 Mitchell Crossing location?
No, ma'am, I don't stay there anymore.
Okay, switch your video off. Thank you, and mute your screen. On the simple battery, family violence, there are 3 counts. That's going to be $2,000 each, and that's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. So that's going to be a $6,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. On the simple battery against a person who is pregnant, this is going to be a $2,000 surety bond. This is an $8,000 split bond. No further contact with Nautica Norwood, and no further contact with any child or children that he shares with Miss Norwood. If he wishes to have any contact with the child or children that he shares with Miss Norwood, he would need to file a legitimation case and obtain a court-ordered parenting plan, as well as a court-ordered joint visitation and joint custody. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And within 24 weeks, within 30 days of being released, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. And this is a series of 24 weeks of classes that he will need to attend and complete at his expense. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And this will be pretrial monitoring at level 2 for 12 months. Thank you. Oh, he may return to the location, but he's to have no contact with her and the children.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, next we got 26, Mr. Tate.
Eric Tate, middle name Nicholas, is accused of willful obstruction of an officer, simple battery against an officer from December 29th of this year, case number 25 CR 8522F. Mr. Tate, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Mr. Abraham. Any priors?
This is second. I got a battery, simple battery, disorderly conduct. I don't know if it's still showing open out of state court. 20 CR 003 195F. That's it.
Yeah, it is. It's in dormant bench warrant status, Judge.
All right, thank you. What's the recommendation from the state?
$1,000 total surety, Judge, 500 on each count. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And if Your Honor is inclined to grant a surety on account of the 2025 FTA, we would ask for a reset to SAP with that other open case ending in 3195F so that we can provide a global offer.
Mr. Abraham, anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor. As to Mr. Tate, he is 31 years old. He has, for education, some college and specifically in criminal justice. As to work, he works as a chef and a caretaker. He's been doing that for about half a year. And he also day trades on the side and also drives Lyft on the side. He's quite hardworking. And before that, he was working as a high-low driver, so specifically forklifts. At a warehouse for about 3 years. He's been in Georgia for about half a year. He has his family here, being his mom, who he takes care of as the caretaker through AmeriCare. His brother's also here as well. He lives with his mother, being her caretaker. She had a stroke about a year ago, and it's a good address. He can reliably receive mail. For community service, he volunteers for his daughter's basketball team. He has 2 children, a 5-year-old son and an 8-year-old daughter who lives with him. As to bond, Your Honor, this is kind of a head scratcher of a case. I was talking with Mr. Tate, and essentially what happened is the police were looking for his brother. His brother was talking on the phone with his brother's probation officer. The probation officer told Mr. Tate not to let in the police unless they had a warrant. And Mr. Tate listened to the probation officer. Yet the police essentially tried to force their way in, and Mr. Tate did not open the door. This happened as the brother was coming down the stairs, limping down the stairs slowly because he just was recently hit by a drunk driver, Your Honor. Jim, right after that, the cops cuffed Mr. Tate and they then talked to the brother. As to the FTA that was mentioned, if there are any, I saw on Odyssey that the letter bounced as well. So for Your Honor, we would just request just a signature bond, no stay away. And he already has, I believe, a UJR set for one of these. I think the simple assault, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. On the willful obstruction, that's going to be a $25 cash bond. On the simple battery against a police officer, that's going to be a UJR. So this is going to be a $25 split bond. And he's got a $5,000 surety bond on the other open case. Both matters are going to be reset to January 13th. And the other case number is 20 CR 003195F. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And that's one number 1, Mr. Baker.
Bacon.
So
okay.
I got to talk to him.
Kareem Trayvon Baker is accused. Oh, sorry. Ready? Okay. Kareem Trayvon Baker is accused of simple battery family violence from December 29th of this year. Case 25 CR 8514C. Mr. Baker, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Miss Armstrong. Any priors?
Baker.
Position 1.
This is third. 2021 trespass, NOLO. 2019 carrying weapon without a valid license, NOLO.
Thank you. Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. We are asking for a $3,000 signature on bond, pretrial service level 1, complete 4 anger awareness, no further violent contact with the victim, Tony Toni Reese.
Any objection, Ms. Armstrong?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, Mr. Baker, the state's grant, I'm going to accept the state's recommendation. This is a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1, which means that you report to pretrial once a month. You are to complete 4 anger awareness classes within 90 days of being released. At all times while this is an open active case, you shall have no further violent contact with Tony Reese, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and firearms. Your next court date will be sent to your current mailing address. If you change your address, make sure that we are the first folks to find out in writing. Thank you.
Next guy, number 2, Mr. Bangham.
Joshua Bangham is accused of battery family violence from October 26, 2025. Mr. Bangham, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Armstrong. Your accusation number is 25 CR 8499E. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
5. 2025 battery DV dismissed. And before that was 04 simple battery hindering dead.
All right, thank you. Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking for a $5,000 signature on bond. Pretrial services level 2, 8 anger management courses, and no further violent contact with the victim. Oh, I'm going to say this. Jasmakia, Jasmakia Winfrey, Winfrey. They were in the vehicle, so the residence is at 952 Trestle Tree, but at this time, we are not asking for a stay away, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
The case that was dismissed earlier this year, did that involve the same victim?
Different victim, hit and strangled, private prosecution warrant is what my notes indicate, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Jasmakia Winfrey, if you want Zoom and you want to chime in, this is the time to do so. Jasmakia Winfrey?
I'm right here. Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes, Ms. Winfrey, are you comfortable with contact with Mr. Bangham?
Yeah, that's my fiance, but one thing about it is I said that when I had talked to the police officer that I didn't want no press charges, because at the end of the day it was just a verbal argument over some money. So I feel like there should be no charges, and it's okay to contact him through text and talking. But
I got it, but please understand the decision to prosecute a person based on a warrant is with the prosecutor's office.
And I also have a warrant dismissal. I have it right here, signature bond, like a warrant dismissal.
Okay. Again, Ms. Winfrey, the decision to prosecute a person on an existing warrant is not up to the victim. The decision is with the prosecutor. So, Mr. Bangham, this is still an open, active case against you. You are to have no violent contact with Ms. Jasmakia Winfrey. Your next court date will be sent to your current mailing address. If you have a different address from what's listed on our booking sheet, you need to provide us with the correct mailing address within 30 days of being released. This is I think Ms. Armstrong said 5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. Did you recommend anger awareness or put your hand down, Ms. Winfrey? Put your hand down. Was that anger awareness or DVIP?
5,000 signature, pretrial level 2, 8 anger awareness classes.
Okay, that was pretrial level 2. So that means you report to pretrial services twice a month, and you are to complete 8 anger awareness classes with pretrial services. You must make sure you complete all 8 classes within 180 days of being released. You don't have to pay for your bond today, but if you get arrested again, if you violate the conditions of the bond, then your $5,000 signature bond can be surrendered and revoked. All right, Ms. Winfrey, now we can go ahead and prompt her to unmute.
And Your Honor, we do not live together. He lives in Monroe, I live in Atlanta. But after we had got done with the altercation, not altercation, because we didn't hit each other, with the verbal agreements, we departed ourselves. So we decided that he lives
Miss Winfrey, I don't care where he stays as long as he provides us with a good address. He can communicate with you and he can have contact with you. But if you don't want contact with him, you're free to tell him so. But only thing is he cannot have any violent altercations with you. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Thank you. You're free to go.
Oh.
Next case.
Number 4, Mr. Bivens.
Antonio Bivens is accused of battery, reckless conduct, simple battery, and discharge of a firearm at or near a public highway or street from December 30th, 2025. Case number is 25 CR 8518G. Mr. Bivens, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Miss Armstrong. Any priors?
35. He got an open trespass out of Douglas County. 2018 failure to appear. 17 ag assault first offender. 2017 simple battery DV conviction. That's it.
Any felony convictions besides the first offender?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Miss Spear?
Sorry, I'm muted.
Yeah.
I want to say yes but they're older, to be fair. I have a gun charge out of New York from 2001. The Army charged him with drugs in 2001. In 2008 in North Carolina, we have interference with a 911 call, a TPO violation 2 months after that. He's got ag assault on a female, 1995 rape, 09 simple battery, family violence, ag assault, ag
We're
stalking.
supposed to waive sounding on those kind of charges, but any of those convictions?
Yes, they are.
And not under first offender? Okay.
No.
Any of them NOLO convictions?
No.
Okay. And what's the state's recommendation for Mr. Bivens?
We're asking for $2,500 surety per charge with 4 charge. That would be $10,000 surety. No further contact with the victim, Miss Ebong, who I believe I saw on here earlier. Forfeit all firearms, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons, specifically guns, while on bond. The victim has said no further violent contact as opposed to no contact, and a stay away is not needed. It's unclear whose house they were driving to at the time, so the state will not request a stay away either at this point.
And was Miss Ebong charged with any misdemeanor or criminal offenses?
No, Your Honor, she was not.
Okay. Sevilla Ebong, if you'd like to chime in, this is the time to do so. Otherwise, we move on to the defense. All right, Ms. Armstrong?
Thank you, Judge. We're asking the court to grant a signature bond through pretrial services for those charges that are eligible. Otherwise, we're asking for a split bond for the ones that are not eligible. We'd ask for the lowest bond possible. It's my understanding that the home where this alleged incident occurred is Mr. Bivens' mother's home. So that's my understanding. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But it is also my understanding that my client lives with his mother, and that he is not working right now because he was essentially, so to speak, hurt on the job. So he's receiving medical care. So we're asking the court to consider that. And it's also my understanding that his mother is providing for his daily living expenses, just given his injuries. And we are asking the court to, all due respect, not consider the charges that outside the scope of, say, 5-10 years. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? I don't know whether his mother is on Zoom. No? Okay. Courtroom 2, please unmute. Mr. Bivens, let me first remind you that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court during the course of these proceedings, your statements can and will be used against you.
Yes.
And the second thing is, the reason I inquired to see whether you have any felony convictions on your record is because one of these charges qualifies for an upgrade to a possession.
I had a first offender.
Go ahead if you want to say something.
I'm sorry about that, Your Honor. I had a first offender in 2017. That was my first offender.
And are you still on probation?
I've completed all that.
Okay.
And all the other charges were charges I was charged with, but I was found not guilty of that one, especially in Fitzgerald.
So there are no felony convictions on your record
No, that's
other than the first offender. All right. Well, if the prosecutor is wrong, then I'm sure this firearm charge will not be upgraded to a felony charge.
yes, ma'am. And I didn't know about the discharge of the firearm because that came when the firearm was ran over, and it wasn't an actual discharge; it was ran over. So
Okay.
I just want to know. I want to know. I ain't no violent person, so I know it. You know. And I was involved in a car accident with a semi, and I have surgery next month, and I have a spinal injury.
Okay.
And you know, all right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Anything else, Ms. Armstrong? Okay.
No, Judge, thank you.
On the battery, that's going to be a $1,000 surety bond. On the reckless conduct, that's going to be a $1,500 surety bond. On the simple battery, count three, that is a $1,000 surety bond. And the discharge of a firearm on or near a public highway or street, that's going to be a $500 cash bond. So this is a $3,000 split bond. No further contact with Sevilla Ebong. To no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and definitely no firearms. If he owns or possesses any firearms, they all must be surrendered to the police authorities for destruction within 10 days of being released. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and the next court date is January 13th. Thank you.
Your Honor, you did say 4K split bond,
right? 1,000 surety on count one, $1,500 surety on count two, $1,000 surety on count three, and a $500 cash bond on count four. That should be
4,000.
4,000.
Sorry.
4,000 split.
My math is getting bad.
It's okay. I got your back.
Thank you.
We welcome the 3K, just saying.
Understood. Okay. So it's a $4,000 split bond. Thank you.
All right, next we got number 8, Mr. Dennis.
Okay. Tariq Dennis is accused of battery, family violence, and reckless conduct from October 29th of this year, case 25 CR 8520D. Mr. Dennis, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Armstrong. Any prize?
No.
Okay. And Ms. Spear, what's the
Yes,
state
Your Honor.
record?
We're asking for a $5,000 total surety. That's $2,500 per charge. No further contact with the victim, Tia Adkins, or her children. The FVIP. Stay away from 5100 Welcome All Road. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right. I thought I saw someone. Is that Tia Adkins? Is that the alleged victim in this case? I'm sorry, you unmuted?
Oh, sorry, I do see a Tia Adkins on Zoom, Your Honor. There, she just unmuted.
Ms. Adkins, if you want to chime into this case, you need, okay. Did you want to say something?
Yes, I do want to say I don't know how things escalated to.
Neither do I, but let's place you under oath first.
Okay.
Other right hand? Other right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Adkins, what would you like to tell us?
When I was able to review the police report, the things that reported were greatly over exaggerated. Nothing that day was physical. It was verbal arguing, and I know that it was a noise complaint, but nothing was physical. I don't think it should be a no contact order because we co-parent with our kids, and I don't think he's a danger to us or the kids.
All right, thank you, Ms. Adkins. You can mute your screen. Ms. Armstrong, yes.
Did I hear correctly that this is his first arrest? I'm sorry, I didn't want to.
I heard first arrest, yes.
Well, in consideration of that, Judge, we would ask that, for whatever charges are eligible for a signature bond through pretrial, we would ask that you grant that. And for those that are not, we would ask that you set a bond, surety bond as low as possible, no more than 1,000.
And I'm sorry, Miss Spear, how many children does he share with Miss Atkins?
It's unclear, Your Honor. I know that she asked if he would take their children, but there wasn't a number, and then that he threw a child
I know
at her.
that's the part I saw, but
Yeah, it's not clear.
And Miss Atkins is not his partner, his sister. Is that correct? Miss Pia Atkins, you need to unmute. We just want to verify whether you are his partner or his sister. I thought there was a Chardonnay McCollum and a Tia Atkins.
Yes.
What's your relationship with Mr.
I'm
Tariq
his
Dennis?
partner. We have 2 kids. We have a boy and a girl.
Okay. And one of them is TD.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you
They
so
share
much.
the same name.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Dennis, on the battery family violence, that's going to be a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 3. On the reckless conduct, that's going to be a $1,000 surety bond. Your total bond is a 4,500 split bond. After today, you are to have no further contact with Tia Atkins, and you are to have no further contact with the child or children that you share with Ms. Atkins. If you wish to have any contact, you are to file a proper legitimation case in the appropriate superior court and get a court-ordered plan for joint visitation, joint custody, at which time then Ms. Atkins can also file a claim for child support and insurance. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Within 30 days of being released, you will also undergo one parenting class with pretrial services. You need to make sure that you pay for those services unless you're able to obtain it for free. To stay away from wherever Miss Atkins lives, wherever she's physically located. And like I said, no contact with the children as well that you have with her until you file the appropriate legitimation case. Your next court date will be January 13th. Thank you.
Next, we got number 11, Mr. Hull.
Robert Hull is accused of terroristic threats and acts. There are 2 counts from December 30th of this year, case number 25 CR 8521A. Mr. Hull, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Armstrong. Any priors?
Yeah, 6. 23 battery dismissed, 21 battery DV, no load. That's it.
Thank you. And Ms. Fear?
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking for a $1,000 surety per charge for a total of $2,000. No further contact with the victim, Sharietta Thomas and Dorothy Lott. 12 anger awareness courses, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Victim said she did want to stay away and no further contact.
Okay. Sharietta Thomas or Dorothy Lott. If you want to chime in, this is the time to do so. Okay, no? All right. Ms. Armstrong?
Yes, Judge, we're asking if either charge is eligible for a signature bond through pretrial. We would ask the court to consider that. We would also ask that with respect to Ms. Thomas, for any conditions regarding no further conduct, just have that be no further violent contact, but we would not oppose any condition of no further contact with Ms. Lott. Mr. Hull lives in the Atlanta area. It's my understanding that he and Ms. Thomas have been together for quite a while, and that he's gainfully employed. We would just ask the court to consider the defense's recommendation. Thank you.
And this is at 2745 Hapeville Road. And he lives there with Ms. Thomas.
Correct, not Ms. Lott. Ms. Lott lives elsewhere, is my understanding.
That is correct.
Oh. On count one and count two, that's going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. This is going to be a $4,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. You don't have to pay for your bond today, Mr. Hull, but you cannot return to 2745 Old Hapeville Road in Southwest Atlanta. You're allowed a one-time visit with a police officer to retrieve your belongings. That visit cannot exceed 1 hour. And then you are to update the court with your new address. Any and all firearms that you own must be surrendered to the police within 5 days of being released, and all firearms must be destroyed. You're not allowed to own any firearms. You're not allowed to consume any alcohol and no illegal drugs, including marijuana. You will be subject to random screens. After today, you're to have no further contact with Shayada Thomas and Dorothy Lott, Dorothy Renee Thomas, and I have Dorothy Renee Thomas. So I was trying to figure out. Is Dorothy?
Yeah, I saw that too, Your Honor. I think it was a typo because she's also listed as Dorothy Lott elsewhere.
Okay.
I believe it's because she is the mother of Miss Thomas, and that's what happened.
All right. So no contact with both of them. Dorothy Lott, Lott, and Shanyara Thomas. And if Mr. Hull shares children with Miss Thomas or Miss Lott, I think it's Miss Thomas with whom he shares.
Ms. Thomas is
Then
his mother.
they can do a third-party transfer if any of the children are minors. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make head or tail of this warrant, so I was getting a little perplexed by the names, but I think I've got the names lined out. Okay. So, Mr. Hall, you report to pretrial once a week, no contact with these individuals, third-party transfer of minor children, and you need to give us a new address within 30 days. Don't forget to destroy any and all firearms. Thank you.
And then we have number 15, Mr. Mallory.
Hey, Sarah, is that MH? Just wondering.
I requested a breakout room for Miss Reese.
Okay. So that's going to be the last one.
No, I was asking about her. Was MH?
Oh, Hull. That was not my understanding, but thank
Okay.
you.
I kind of saw his name on the list. That's why I asked. So that's what I was asking.
Understood.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jabari Mallory has been accused of 7 misdemeanor offenses stemming from a December 30th, 2025 incident. Accusations 25 CR 8525G. Mr. Mallory, you've been charged with 4 counts of terroristic threats and acts and 3 counts of willful obstruction of law enforcement officer. You've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Abraham Ahmed. Any priors?
Yeah. Did you see the open cases in state court?
I saw one, but I
got
didn't
like
get a
4.
chance to look through them.
All right. They got 12 total. Got an open simple battery DV trespass. It's 25 CR 001 700G. Open simple battery DV is 24 CR 002 996G. 21 CR 005 154G. Trespass obstruction simple battery against police. 25 CR 006 578G. 2020 ag assault obstruction first offender.
Any FTAs in these open cases?
Not that I know of. Then I got a 2017 domestic assault conviction out of state.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Spear?
I do have a probation violation from 2022 and an FTA, but it's from 2010.
Okay.
We're asking for 1,000 per charge surety for a total of 7,000. No further contact with any of the victims. Emmanuel Quincy, I probably said that wrong. OKWUNZE, that is his brother. Aletha Scott, that is his mother. Reginald Ingram, Ingram, who's living there, and Francis Udo, UDO. Stay away from 28 Cedar Run in Sandy Springs and ADET. The officer recalled arresting this defendant previously on October 21st for family violence, and he was very intoxicated at this call. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. I do believe I saw Miss Scott, his mother, on Zoom. Nothing further from the state.
Okay. What's the current status of the aggravated stalking charge? Has he had first appearance?
I will have to double check, Your Honor. I didn't see any progress on it, but I will take a look.
Okay, thank you. Miss Aletha Scott Mallory, if you want to address this case, please unmute and start your video. Aletha Scott Mallory. Okay. Mr. Abraham Ahmed?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll just give another opportunity after I speak to Ms. Scott Mallory. But Jabari Mallory.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I
Hello?
can hear you, but you need to start your video. If the host will please prompt her to start the video.
Okay. Hold on, press start my video. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right, lower the device and raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
28 Cedar Run apartment in Sandy Springs. Do you still live there?
Yes.
And
Me and my son live here.
All right, do you live there with Emmanuel and Reginald and Francis?
Well, Reginald and Francis only came for the Christmas because they are part of my program, and I didn't want them not to have a good Christmas meal because I do run a nonprofit.
Okay.
And so the owner here, they live in my program, and I just brought them here to have a good Christmas meal and to be with family.
All right. And what would you like to tell me?
I don't understand about all the things they have on my son, because that is not true. And Sandy Springs police, when they show up, usually it's just maybe being too loud, and we're trying to get Jabari to kind of calm it down his talking. And then there was a neighbor that was once in my program, the one that I ended up calling the police one time. Those charges they have, they're not true. They are not true. Those amount of things they got on him.
Let me ask you this. Emmanuel Okwonsi, Reginald Ingram, Francis Udo, are they still living with you? Or have they left for?
They live with me, Your Honor. Emmanuel is my oldest son. Jabari is his brother.
Okay.
And so, yes, Emmanuel and the family were living together. But what I did was to move Jabari into one of my program units. And we only invited him to come for Christmas meal. And Francis and Reginald, they don't live with us.
Okay.
Francis is here for Christmas and, of course, New Year, and Reginald the same too. And these are clients of mine.
Okay.
So, and I don't know what they got that report from to say that, he's not supposed to be around there. That is a major error, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Scott Mallory, I thank you for your input. Thank you. Please mute your screen. Mr. Abraham.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Mallory is 34 years old. He has his high school diploma. He's been working at Taco Bell for about a couple weeks, so he just started. Before that, he was working at driving for Uber, and before that, he was working at Target for a good couple years. He spent his whole life here in Georgia, in Atlanta, specifically. All of his family's here, as you just heard. He has one child. He has a 3-year-old son who currently lives with them. As to his community involvement, he stays quite involved by volunteering for his church. He's done that for about a couple years now. As to his address, he doesn't stay at the alleged incident location. He stays with his son, and he has a good address. He's been there for about just over half a year now. Given the details and the facts of this incident and what was just testified to by Ms. Scott Mallory. We would simply ask for a signature bond. This was simply just a commotion, Your Honor. We would ask for no further violent contact in relation to Ms. Scott Mallory, and no stay away order, as Ms. Scott Mallory does help babysit, I believe, Mr. Mallory's child. So just for those reasons, Your Honor, and also considering that Mr. Mallory is the main financial provider for his son, we would ask for a signature bond and no further violent contact with at least Ms. Scott Mallory and no stay away order, Your Honor.
This is Mr. Mallory's third arrest in Fulton County in the year 2025. He was previously arrested in 2024, and I think this is the sixth or seventh arrest since 2020. I'm not certain where Mr. Mallory gets time to do all these other activities, given these numerous arrests. I'm really concerned about his ability to not reoffend. On each count of the terroristic threats, that's going to be a $1,000 surety bond. Each count of the willful obstruction, that's going to be a $500 surety bond. That's going to be 4, 5, that's going to be a $5,500 surety bond. No further contact with the individuals. Emmanuel Okwanze, Reginald Ingram, Francis Udo, and Aletha Scott Mallory. He's to stay away from 28 Cedar Run, Apartment C in Sandy Springs, and within 30 days of being released, he's to update the court of his new mailing address because he's not allowed to reside there with her. We will reset this case to January 13th, along with his 3 other open cases. I believe it's 3 other open cases, and
It's more than that, Your Honor. I have the case numbers.
you have them? Okay, so how many more are there?
Because when I clicked on,
I have one from 21, one from 24, and one from 25.
hold on one second. I'm about to tell you now. I have, come on, computer. So we have the 21, we have the 25. Then I have, so I have a 24. I have a 25 700G, a 25 578G, 25 525G. So that's 4, and then that 21 case.
Okay. All right. All of these will be reset to January 13th. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Scott Mallory. You're free to go.
Financial number 19, Mr. Montgomery.
Jeremy Montgomery is accused of harassing communications, distributing obscene materials, and stalking from December 8th, 2025. Case number is 25 CR 8515J. Mr. Montgomery, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Abraham Ahmed. Any priors, please?
No.
Position 19.
I believe Mr. Howard said no, and I didn't see any either, Judge.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that a no or Mr. Howard? No priors? Okay, I'll go with that then. Mr. Scaraco?
Yes, Judge. I won't go into the facts here, that we are in open court, but they are concerning, disgusting, and scary. So on the basis of what's been alleged here, the state is recommending a $6,000 total surety, $2,000 for each count. We are recommending ADET, as well as no further contact with Joshua Dussin. Stay away from where he works and resides. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond, and we would ask for random screens for drugs and alcohol as well, Judge, if we could sound for Mr. Dussin.
Joshua Dussin, Dusin. I don't know. I don't see such a name on Zoom. Okay. Mr. Abraham Hoffman?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Montgomery is 35. He has his education, specifically a bachelor's in aerospace engineering. For work, he was working in aerospace as a lead design engineer in avionics for 5 years. He's Georgia born and raised. Most of his family's here as well. He has a good address. He can reliably receive mail. He's been there for about a year. He does volunteer for his church in regards to community service. And as to bond, Your Honor, here we would simply request for, if not signature bond, the lowest possible bond. We're absolutely amenable to no contact, Your Honor.
Thank you. On the harassing communications, that's a $2,000 surety bond. On the stalking, it's a $1,000 surety bond. And the distribution of the materials, that's a $1,000 surety bond. This is a $4,000 surety bond. No further contact with Joshua Dusin, Dusin, which means no contact in person, mail, email, phone, any kind of electronic device, and even through social media. No contact with anyone currently employed with Universal Avionics, I think that's what it was called. Am I correct? Or aviation?
I believe so, Judge, unless I'm mistaken.
Universal Avionics, yeah. No further contact with anyone employed with the company Universal Avionics, and he's not to contact Universal Avionics anyways. To stay away from 4030 Gables Lane in Sandy Springs, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Within 30 days of being released on bond, he will undergo an MH or BH evaluation and submit himself to any treatment and or medication that's required. He's also to undergo a alcohol and drug evaluation within 10 days of being released and subject himself to any treatment or counseling that's required. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and definitely no weapons and firearms. His next court date is January 13th. Thank you.
I just got 21, Mr. Outley. Take a roll. Hey, guy. Hold on.
Give me that name again, Deputy.
Outley, number 21.
Okay, thank you. Shaheem Jamar Outley, Outley, is accused of 2 counts of battery family violence from 25 CR 8517G. Mr. Outley, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Abraham Ahmed. Any priors?
13. On probation out of Douglas County, sale of marijuana. Possession of a Schedule 1, possession of drug-related objects. I got 2025 probation, 2021 reckless conduct conviction, and a 2020 obstruction conviction. That's it.
Mr. Scaraco?
Thank you. And forgive me if I misheard. I think pretrial mentioned the 2025 probation violation.
Yes, he did.
And the prior civil battery family violence arrest. That was 2017. Ultimately, Noel Prost, Paulding County case, Judge. The state's recommendation here, I'll get to in a second. We did speak with Miss Precious Skane. I want to make sure I have that right. It should be one of the two. She stated the defendant did not do anything as he was not there. She said she was in a fight with a woman, and that is how she sustained the injuries. She states that she and the defendant are married and share 4 children. I will state this is despite her telling the investigator that it was the father of her child that beat her and caused her injuries. The state's recommending a $5,000 surety, $2,500 for each charge here. We are recommending FFIP, no further contact with Precious Skane or Shane, stay away from 3540 North Camp Creek Parkway in Atlanta, an apartment complex, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol. While out on bond, we would like to sound for Miss Precious at this time. And I want to make clear that there is a risk of perjury with respect to speaking on the record. So I would recommend she be careful with respect to what she states.
All right, Mr. Abraham Ahmed.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Outley is 31 years old. He has some college specifically in audio and video production. Um, as to his job, he's a traffic control lead driver. He's been doing that for about a good couple months now. Before that, he was a host at the Westin. And before that, and actually still concurrent with this current job, he works security part-time. As to his certifications, of course, he's certified for security jobs, also traffic control, forklift operation, all that. He has been in Georgia for about 24 years now. He has his mom, his dad, and his siblings here in Georgia. As to his children, he has a 9-year-old son, 8-year-old daughter, a 7-year-old son, and then a 3-year-old daughter, all of whom live with him. As to his address, he does have a good address, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, it is the alleged incident location. However, only Mr. Outley's name is on the lease. As to bond, Your Honor, considering the financial strains, he's the only one currently working and employed to support his 4 children, as well as his, I believe his wife. Yeah, as well as his wife. So for bond, we would simply request signature bond if applicable. If not, the lowest possible bond, Your Honor. We would request no further violent contact and no stay away, given his name being on the lease, but also given the comments that Ms. Precious Skane has already left to the Solicitor General's office, Your Honor.
And to be clear, it's a shared residence, Judge. They both live there.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Outley, on count 1, the battery family violence, that's going to be a $2,500 surety bond. On count 2, that's going to be a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. This is going to be a $7,500 split bond. Your next court date is January 13th, unless you post bond. If you do post bond, then please remember that you will report to pretrial services once a week. You are to have no further contact with Precious Skane, Scaine, no further contact with Priscilla Bagley, no further contact with Vanessa Webb, Webb. You are to stay away from 2, is it 3 or 2? I can't recall.
It's a 3540
35,
North
okay.
Camp Creek, Judge, Parkway.
Right, you're to stay away from that location if that is the marital home. You're allowed a one-time visit with a police officer to retrieve your personal belongings, but then that visit cannot exceed 1 hour. Within 30 days, you are to update the court with a new mailing address that must be more than 200 yards away from the Camp Creek location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no firearms, and I'll allow for third-party transfer of any minor children that you share with Ms. Skane. Within 30 days of being released, you will also enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. This is a series of 24 classes that you will need to attend and complete at your expense. Your pretrial services monitoring will be up to 12 months. Please remember that you are to have no further contact, third-party transfer, and a stay away. You report to pretrial once a week. Thank you.
I just got 22, Mr. Perez.
Johnny Perez is accused of battery, family violence, and simple battery family violence from December 20th of this year, case 25 CR 85281. Mr. Perez, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Abraham Ahmed. And any priors, please?
22.
I'm sorry?
22.
22 cycle? Okay.
On probation out of Henry County for robbery. On probation and full-term possession by a convicted felon, felony obstruction. That's 24 SC 003156. 2025 probation, 24 failure to appear, 17 ag assault battery DV conviction. That's it.
I'm sorry, when was the battery DV conviction?
2017.
2017. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Scarapa?
Yes, Judge, and that was a Clayton County case, sentenced to 5 years, served 6 months. Um, a couple of things about this case, and actually, I mean, the other open case, it's the same defendant here that I'm seeing for 25 CR 008403Y. That case should also be on this calendar because it looks like it was reset for one reason or another from the 29th.
It's already reset to 113.
Oh, okay. All right. So bond's been heard
There's
on
a
that.
bond on it. The bond
Okay.
amount is 1,000 good.
Gotcha. Thank you very much.
The incident date was 9/5/25.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. The state's recommendation here is based in part on his history, in part on the facts, and I'll get to that in a second. We did speak with Miss Alexis Clayton, the victim here, who's also the victim in the other case, with respect to this case here. She confirmed the events in the warrant. She explained that she is 24 weeks pregnant, which is why this plus the factual basis underlying in the warrant, the state did subsequently accuse a battery against a pregnant person. So that has been filed down, and it should be in on your side, Judge, but this was a late filing, so my apologies for that. Miss Clayton, also, yeah, she's 24 weeks pregnant. There was that previous incident in DeKalb. I'm not sure if Your Honor was presiding over the calendar from 2 days ago, but
Oh, that would be Judge Morrow. He
that
issued
would
a
be
$1,000 surety bond.
okay. Well, there was a previous case that was dismissed between them in DeKalb County. With that, the 2024 FTA, the battery family violence prior, for which we are seeking a felony transfer. We have not heard back from the DAs thus far, but as always, we'll keep the court updated with respect to that. And they do share a 1-year-old child. I should mention as well that we did hear the jail calls regarding this incident, and the defendant did apologize, and there was also reference to him driving what she believes was roughly 120 miles per hour while she and the children were in the vehicle in what I believe to be this incident here. And that's very, very concerning and incredibly dangerous for those in the car, the lives that were subject to that drive right there. The state's recommendation is going to be a 7,500 total surety. We are recommending 4,000 on the battery family violence and 2,500 on the battery against a woman who's pregnant, and as well a $1,000 surety on the simple battery family violence. We are recommending FFIB as well as ADET. No further contact with Alexis Clayton. She did say she was okay with no further violent contact and that a stay away is not needed. We'll be asking for no further contact here out of the interest of her safety. We are concerned for her. Stay away from 4615 Derby Loop in Fairburn. That is the address we have for her on the report. We are asking for no drugs, weapons, or alcohol, as per usual, and random screens for drugs and alcohol. If we could sound for Miss Clayton at this time, that
Let's see,
is all.
Clayton. I see you on Zoom. If you want to chime in, this is the time to unmute and start your video. All right. Mr. Abraham, anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Perez is 33 years old. He has his GED and he's actually now in college, studying auto body mechanics, excuse me. His work currently, he's a licensed dog breeder and he's been doing that for just shy of a decade now. He's been in Georgia for about 17 years. His family that's here is his mother as well as his children. As to community involvement, he's been volunteering for Hug Life. It's a nonprofit. They do toy drives, food drives, coat drives, and he's been doing that for actually a full 10 years now. As to his address, he lives with his mother. He's her caretaker. She actually just beat breast cancer, so he's been helping out with that. But she also is dealing with diabetes and blood pressure issues as well. But it is a good address where he can reliably receive mail. It's not the address where the alleged incident took place, to my knowledge. As to his children, he has a 1-year-old daughter, an 11-year-old daughter, a 9-year-old son, and then the child on the way. As to bond, Your Honor, considering the presence of the FTA, if I'm not mistaken, we would just request bond be the lowest possible to be set. We would request third-party transport for any shared children. We're amenable to the no contact and the stay away, I believe, to that address. And for those reasons, Your Honor, we would request that.
All right, thank you. On battery family violence, that's going to be a $1,000 bond. Position 2 is a $500 bond, and position 3 is a $1,500 bond. This is going to be a $3,000 cash bond only. No further contact with Lexi Clayton, to stay away from wherever she lives, wherever she works, which I guess includes the 4615, is it Derby Lane in Fairburn, Georgia?
4615 Derby Loop, Judge, in Fairburn.
Okay. He's allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police officer to retrieve his belongings, and then he'll need to update the court with a new mailing address within 30 days of being released. He is not to have any contact with the child or children that he shares with Miss Lexi Clayton. If he wishes to have any contact, he would need to file a legitimation case with regards to any child or children that Miss Lexi Clayton has. And he will need a court-ordered joint visitation and joint custody plan, and which time she then can claim for child support or insurance. Next court date is January 13th. Thank you.
Your Honor, I have 3 charges, battery,
Yeah.
family violence, simple
Yeah.
battery, family violence, and what was that third one?
Battery against a female who is pregnant.
Okay,
Currently
was
pregnant.
left off the calendar.
Yeah, but I just saw it as the accusation has been filed down.
Okay, battery against a pregnant female. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And this, we got 27, Mr. Varner.
Zamia Zentrell Varner is accused of 2 counts of battery family violence and 1 count of simple battery family violence from June 4th of this year. Case 25 CR 8529Y. Mr. Varner, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Abraham Ahmed. Any priors?
Got an open case out of Henry County, ag assault, false imprisonment.
Mhm.
It's a 2025 case number. 2013 battery DV conviction, 05 ag stalking first offender. That's it.
Mr. Scarapo?
Yes, Your Honor. We did speak with the victim, Miss Jasmine Ross. She stated she and the defendant were drinking that night and proceeded to minimalize the incident. The defendant and the victim were in a relationship. They don't share children. She states she's okay with no further violent contact and that a stay away is not needed. However, the state is not comfortable with either of those. That being, we are asking for the stay away and no further contact. We also asked about that previous case out of Henry County, that conviction, the basis of which we are using to seek a felony transfer for this case. We have not heard back on this one either as of yet, but we'll keep the court informed. The she did state that that does not involve her, that whatever that case was, the victim there. But he was sentenced to serve some time on probation and also complete FIB. Has evidently not learned from that. We'll be asking for FIB again. And as well with that open case, we are concerned for her safety and for the risk of reoffense here. The state's therefore asking for an $8,000 total surety. We are asking for $3,500 on each battery family violence and $1,000 on the simple battery family violence. FIB, no further contact with Jasmine Ross. Stay away from 4662 Heather Court in Union City. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. Before we sound for Miss Ross, I would remind her of the same warning I issued with respect to that other case and with respect to perjury before the court. So if we could sound for her.
All right, Ms. Ross, I do see you on Zoom. If you want to say anything, you're more than welcome to unmute and start your video. Otherwise, we move on. Mr. Abraham Hoffman?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Varner is 41 years old. He has his associate's degree. He's self-employed. He has his own LLC, managing about 7 employees, specifically in construction and renovation. He's been doing that for about 6 years now. He is a lifelong Georgia and Atlanta resident. He has all of his family here, really. As to his address, he has a good address where he lives with his daughter and his mother. As to his children, he has a 21-year-old daughter, a 14-year-old daughter, that's the one who lives with them, and then a 13-year-old daughter as well. As to his community involvement, he has been giving back to his community by giving out essentially internships and kind of leading a mentorship program as well through his construction company with local high schoolers. As to bond, Your Honor, we would simply ask it to be, if not signature bond, the lowest possible. We're amenable to no contact and the stay away as well, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm sorry, he was recently arrested by Union City. Does he have any holes in Union City? Let's see. Am I reading this correctly? Union City Municipal Court. Arrested December 30th at 3:15. Yesterday. Does he have any holes? Anyone?
I don't know.
Into
They'll
that
let
level.
them know before they release him.
Okay. Okay. On the, sorry, Jasmine Ross didn't chime in? Okay.
And Judge,
On
I
the-
don't see any other holds, by the way.
Okay, thank you. On the battery family violence, count 1, that's going to be a $2,500 surety bond. On count 2, that's going to be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. And count 4 is going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. This is going to be a $7,500 split bond per judge. No further contact with Jasmine Ross. Stay away from the incident location. He's allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police officer to retrieve his personal belongings. And then he's to update the court with his new address within 30 days of being released. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Within 30 days of being released, he will also undergo a domestic violence intervention program and complete all 24 classes at his expense. If he is currently undergoing a FBIP or comparable DVIP program, he needs to show proof of enrollment and attendance to his pretrial officer in order to make sure that it applies to this bond, so that we can have a certificate of completion. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And his next court date is January 13th. Thank you.
What level was that?
Level 3.
And if you add on 4, Mr. Ringo.
Jeremy Alexander Ringgold is accused of driving while license suspended or revoked from December 30th. You've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Abraham Ahmed, and your accusation is 25 CR 8533J. Any priors, Mr. Howard? He's position 4 on the add-on.
State. Yeah, he
Yeah,
wasn't on the pool sheet.
I have the history, Judge. There are, I have 23 prior cycles here. Oh, excuse me, that is incorrect case. Hold on. Please let me issue that correction here. One second. Uh, 15 prior cycles out of Maryland, Judge, all of which are outside the 10-year window. 8 in Georgia, including this. And a lot of them are very similar. Driving without a valid license, 2024. That was a conviction, but there was also a NOLO plea to a willful obstruction on the same case. Driving without a valid license again in 2024, and one more time in 2024, all separate cases, as well as receiving, possession, transport of firearm by convicted felon or felony first offender, and as well felony fleeing and eluding. That was a 2023 conviction. Another driving while license suspended or revoked arrest, 2023. I don't have the disposition for that, but his license has been suspended a number of times over the past 2 decades, most recently being this past October, this October this year, for failure to appear. And as well, I see a 2023 failure to appear with his driving history. The state's recommendation, given the nature of his history and the nature of the offenses here, the state's recommendation is that bond remains set. It's currently set at a $3,000 surety on the charge. We are recommending that it remain as such, no driving whatsoever while out on bond, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Mr. Abraham?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Ringgold is 40 years old. As to his work, he's been currently between jobs, but he was working at Wendy's for about 4 years. He's been in Georgia for 7 years. As to his family here, his wife is here. She lives with him, but he also has his children here as well. His 16-year-old son lives with them. He also has a 20-year-old son and a 19-year-old son. As to his address, he has a good address where he can receive mail. And as to community involvement, he volunteers for, I think, Open Hand is the name of the nonprofit, where they essentially make meals for people with chronic illnesses and helps out through that form. As to bond, Your Honor, considering the details of this case, he was taking his wife and son to a medical clinic when they were pulled over. Mr. Ringgold completely and fully complied. So for those reasons, and also considering the presence, I believe, of an FTA, we would just request the lowest possible bond, Your Honor, as his wife is currently on disability because of a recent aneurysm. So Mr. Ringgold has been the main financial provider for not just his son and his other sons, but also for his wife.
Thank you. Bond is going to be set at 1,000. This is a surety bond. No driving until further order of the court. If he wishes to start driving, he would need to file the appropriate motion through counsel and show proof of a valid Georgia driver's license, adequate insurance, and that the vehicle that he operates has current registration. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no firearms. His next court date is January 13th. I do see that he also has a present hold, either it's with Jefferson County or Jefferson City Police Department. Thank you.
And then we got 28 through 31, Mr. White.
Eric White is accused of the following cases, position 28, excuse me. 25 CR 8506G, theft by shoplifting from December 5th, 2025. Position 29 is 25 CR 8507G, theft by shoplifting from November 24th, 2025. Position 30, 25 CR 8508G, one count of theft by shoplifting from September 30th, 2025. And fourth case, position 31, 25 CR 8509G, one count of theft by shoplifting from August 13th, 2025. Mr. Eric White, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Ahmed Abraham. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
34 on probation. Possession of tools, theft by taking, giving false name. Possession of a firearm by convicted felon, trespass. 22 SC 180965. Open case out of Clayton County, controlled substance, loading and prowling. 2018 burglary conviction. 2014 fade to appear. 2010 robbery conviction. That's
Thank you. All right. This person on iPhone with a cap, please unmute. All right, switch off her video if she's not listening. Thank you.
Yeah, it was quick. Okay, you.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Abraham? I'm sorry, Mr. Scirocco? Sir, yes.
No worries. Thank you, Judge. You've heard his history here, number of theft convictions, and from what I can tell from the warrants here, and I believe the report as well, there are other theft by shopliftings within his history. One from 2020. Oh, excuse me, I misread that. These should all be accounted for here. The state's recommendation for each of these cases is, and these were all at either a Dollar General or Family Dollar over a series of months with hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise taken in total. We're recommending $1,000 surety for each case, each count here of theft by shoplifting. He does pose a danger to that property at these stores that he continues to steal from. Stay away from all Dollar Generals and Family Dollars in Fulton County, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Mr. Abraham?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. White is 51 years old. He has his high school diploma. As to his employment, he's currently kind of taking a break from his job due to work-related injuries. But for pretty much his whole life, he's been working in construction, specifically cement pouring and jobs of that sort. Excuse me. As to his time in Georgia, he's been here for about 25 years now. For his family in Georgia, he has his kids here and his sister. His kids, they range from ages 25. So he has a 25-year-old son, 18-year-old son, 18-year-old daughter, and a 20-year-old daughter, as well as a 6-year-old daughter. He has a good address. You can reliably receive mail there. And as to bond, Your Honor, we would simply ask this be set at either a signature bond or the lowest possible. Mr. White is absolutely amenable to a stay away.
All right. On each count, it's going to be a $100 cash bond. This is a $400 cash bond. Stay away from all Family Dollar stores and Dollar General stores in Fulton County, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Next court date is January 13th. Thank you.
And now we're going to number 7, Ms. Dees.
All right. This was this the add-on? I'm sorry.
This was the MH that we were holding for the end, Your Honor.
Position number, sorry. Oh, position 7. Okay. Ms. Dees, you've been charged with 2 counts of disorderly conduct and simple battery against a police officer from December 29th, 2025. Your case number is 25 CR 8504E. Any priors on Miss Dees?
Your Honor, before we go through her history, would you like for me to stop the YouTube?
Oh, all right, now we can, yes. I was waiting for the other individual to be removed from the courtroom. Yeah, we can stop the live stream. Thank you.